What's up guys, AC Card Shark back again, back with another hunting video. This time we're hunting down the NES Classic. It's going to be real tough to come by this thing. It's been selling out online and everything else, so hoping that I'm going to stop by my local GameStop. Hopefully there won't be too much of a line, but it's about 8 o'clock in the morning right now, and I have to head out and they don't open until 10, so I expect to wait for about 2 hours. As you can see, it is a windy day. You can't really tell right now, but it's going to be fun waiting outside. So hopefully with any luck, come across the NES Classic, and I'll report back here with anything I find. Alright guys, the madness has ended. I took my big jacket off, you can see it in the back there actually, and I just left GameStop with a nice little bag here. Was definitely successful and picked up my NES Classic Edition. As you can see, as far as like size is concerned, like my hand is like the size of the box. It's incredibly small. It's absolutely awesome. Just taking a look at it here. I'll go into more detail at the house, but just absolutely cool. So just to let you know, I definitely had success. I was fourth in line, as you saw earlier, and there was 25 plus people in line, and as you can see from the picture right here, there was like 25-30 people in line, and they're all pissed off they couldn't get one, and because my store ended up having 9 systems and 2 controllers. I wasn't even able to get a second controller. I was fourth in line from about 8:15 until 10 o'clock. I waited for an hour and 45 minutes in line, and I still couldn't get an extra controller because they had 2. So Nintendo is doing their normal stuff here. They're short supplying the market. They're creating demand. It's what they do. It's what we know they do. That's why I got in line when I did, because I know that's what they do. So I was able to score the system. That's awesome. Worst case scenario, the Classic Controller, the Wii Classic Controller Pro or whatever, will work with this as a second controller. If not, whatever, not a big deal. I'll get one when they restock them somewhere down the line, not a big deal. So I'm going to cut real quick. I'm going to take you guys home and do a little bit of an unboxing to finish this video out. So we're going to flip that right around to now. Alright guys, back in the game room, back with the NES Classic Edition. We'll give you a bit of a closer look here. As you can see, that box is modeled after the original Nintendo box. Very similar, and on the top here it says Classic with the Nintendo controller, which is awesome. On the back, which I showed you briefly, try to peek around here. As you can see, there's a bunch of the different titles: Final Fantasy, Ice Climber, Kid Icarus, you know, all the different games. It actually lists all 30 right here, which we can go through. Retro Blast from the Past, and it has E for Everyone, Mild Violence, I guess, because there's some beat 'em ups in there. I don't know, some guns or shooting or something. But there's your there's the back of the box there without the glare. And then on the side here, it shows that the NES Classic, or NES Mini, so to speak, fits in the palm of your hand. We'll find out in a second. It's a retro blast from the past with the return of the all-time fan favorite Nintendo Entertainment System. Mini-sized NES Classic is packed with 30 pre-installed classic Nintendo Entertainment System games from the 80s, fully loaded and ready to play using the original style NES Classic controller. And there's Mario 1 Bowser right there. Flipping it around, it shows the classic controller, and it talks a little bit about that. And it has a picture of Link from the original Legend of Zelda. And on the bottom, it's just a bunch of stuff there. So we're going to pop this thing open carefully, because I'm keeping the box, as you guys know I always do. And you know, we'll take a look on the inside here and see, and that's friggin' awesome. As soon as you open the flap there, now you're playing with power, which was, if you guys remember from the 80s, that was their slogan. And we're going to flip open these flaps here, and as you can see, just, whoop, I don't want to do anything bad here. So we slide it out here. Box is now empty. I'll put it over here. just to give you a shot of what it looks like. It looks like there's a poster here, and that's friggin' epic if that's the case. So we're going to take this out real quick and show you piece by piece here, as long as I still have memory in my phone. It does look like a poster. If you guys remember, again, back in the day, they had some amazing posters that came with the games and everything else. I have some of them posted actually in my game room here. This is just the warranty and all that kind of stuff. You don't need to worry about that. I believe this is the back of the poster is the instructions, I should say, on how to hook it up. Obviously, it's pretty easy. HDMI and an AC plug, USB AC plug. The poster is absolutely amazing. This is definitely going to be hung in my game room. Shows the original picture of the game system with Rob the Robot, the Zapper, and everything. It says now you're playing with Power since 1985. Absolute awesome poster. That will definitely get a spot on my wall. I cannot believe the size of this system, guys. It's absolutely amazing. First thing I'm going to take out to show you is the controller. We're going to unwrap this and take a look. See how it feels compared to the originals. As you guys know, I'm a pretty good judge of that, considering my collection behind me over here. We'll see how that feels. Obviously, it's got a different connector to it. Let me just take all of these little wire ties, so to speak, twisty ties off, and see what the cord is definitely way too small. That's the one fault that everyone is finding in this thing. As you can see, the adapter or the connector is obviously not the same as it used to be. It looks like the Wii Classic Controller Pro, which I believe is compatible with this. As you can see, the cord, I would say it's about 2 feet, maybe 2 feet long, which is kind of a fail. They are selling some third-party extension cables. I may invest in those. They're like $10. Here is your controller. It's the original size. The buttons feel absolutely perfect to the original. I mean, they did a stellar job with this. You can hear it a little bit. Hopefully you can hear it. Which is absolutely amazing. And then it actually has a different like model number, I guess, on the back from the originals, but not that really matters. But it definitely feels like the original controller. They did a stellar job with that. As far as my review, that's a 5-star, 5 out of 5 on that. I just don't like the cord being so short. The system is going to blow you away, guys. I cannot believe what I'm looking at right now. I'm taking it out of the wrapper right now. All right, this is it. It is the tiniest thing. Basically, here's my hand, here's the system. My hand is bigger than the system. So, I mean, I do have some large hands, but this is absolutely small as all hell. The drawer does not lift up. You know, where you put the games does not lift up. It does have 2 ports for 2 controllers. The power button does push in. The reset button, I believe, actually resets back to, I think the power button literally is power. Reset, I believe, brings you back to your main menu to choose a different game. Along the side, there's no AV ports like on the original. And then on the back here, you've got your HDMI out right here. And then you've got your DC in, which is your power supply, which we'll get to in 1 second. Here's your, like, the power brick, so to speak, which you plug the USB into. So it is a power brick. I guess it's considered a brick. It's not really that big. And we're going to take this off and peel off the bottom layer underneath. You have a baggie here with, this is your USB power plug, which plugs directly right into this brick and then right into the back of your system. And then they also include an HDMI cable, which it's kind of nice. I mean, some people don't have extra HDMI. I have a ton of HDMI cables, which I could use, but it's just kind of nice that they included that in the price. I mean, you can't really go wrong with the price here. I mean, there's your HDMI cable. I'm not really sure why I was trying to unbox that part for you. But you can't really go wrong. I mean, think about the price that you pay for a PS4 game. For those of you who love the new Call of Duties that come out or whatever, and you go out and you spend $60 on a Call of Duty game, which, you'll play for a little while. Sometimes some of you play for a little longer. This, I feel, just has the longevity. I mean, it's the same $59.99. I mean, good luck finding it, obviously. I had to wait forever. There's a better look here. Here's your power plug. This just plugs right into here like that. Plugs into your power bar or whatever. And then this plug right here Just goes right into the back of the NES. If I can find it, there we go. Just like that. So it's nice and small. I mean, it's so light. It feels like there's nothing in this thing. I almost tempted to take it apart and look and see what's in this thing, but I'm not going to. Absolutely just amazing. Stay tuned to the channel, guys. I am gonna probably hook this thing up and start streaming a little bit to show you guys in the next I'd say maybe by next week. I will try to get that posted and show you what the menus look like and everything else, and what it looks like when it boots up. I've got the Elgato that I can hook up to this now. Being that it's HDMI, I can now do some capture easily for at least for 30 NES games. Real quick, just to go through the list in case you guys are not aware. You've got Balloon Fight. This is all alphabetical. Balloon Fight, Bubble Bobble, Castlevania, Castlevania 2, Donkey Kong Jr., Double Dragon 2. No Double Dragon 1, that sucks. Dr. Mario, Excite Bike, Final Fantasy, Galaga, Ghosts and Goblins, Gradius, Ice Climber, Kid Icarus, Kirby's Adventure, Mario Brothers 1. I'm sorry, not Mario Brothers 1, just the regular Mario Brothers arcade. Mega Man 2, Metroid, Ninja Gaiden, Pac-Man, Punch-Out featuring Mr. Dream, no Mike Tyson, but whatever. Star Tropics, absolutely amazing. Super C. Unfortunately, not the original Contra, but you do get Contra 2. Super Mario Bros. 1, Super Mario Bros. 2, Super Mario Bros. 3, Tecmo Bowl, The Legend of Zelda, and Legend of Zelda 2, The Adventure of Link. Absolute amazingness. And I can't recommend this thing enough. I mean, again, I haven't played it yet, but we'll see. Apparently, you can do different settings and stuff. We'll explore all of that when I do my hookup to the Elgato. So just to let you guys know, it literally is the size and the width of a controller, and just a little bit smaller than the controller on the way back. So absolutely awesome, guys. The NES Classic is now in my collection for my Nintendo collection, and I will be getting some good play out of this upstairs on the 60-inch screen. So like I said, guys, stay tuned to the channel for some gameplay and some footage of the NES Classic in action. Till next time, guys, AC Card Shark. Take care.